Hi everyone, Flora, yay! So let's see, we have a bunch of you already in the room, awesome. So I want to welcome all of you to today's Lunch and Learn. This is an amazing topic, I'm so excited. This is journaling to manifest. So before we get started, why don't you pop in the comment and chat box who you are and where you're tuning in from while we wait for people to pop in. I know we have a ton of you registered for today's call and today's class. I'm so pumped. And if you have a journal, I want you to take it out. This is my current journal. A ton of stuff, a ton of papers, and I got this one at Target. I love this one. But if you have a journal, take it out because we're going to be working in it just briefly. This is another one of my journals. This is another one of mine. I have several going. And then this is another one. This one I got from one of my friends. So go ahead and put in the comments where you are tuning in from. And if you have a journal, take it out and get it ready. We have Tammy from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hello, hello. All right, we've got Carol, Lori, Tasha, Kelly, Tanya, Melissa, Michelle, who else? Jamie, Courtney, Miriam, Fabian from the fabulous San Diego area. Yay! Alicia, Jennifer, Mel from Tanya from Tawas, Michigan, Kelly from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Nice. Courtney from Washington, D.C. Catherine, or Kat, from Charleston, South Carolina. Melissa from Brooklyn, New York. Tasha from Virginia Beach. Yay! You all are so exciting. I love it. I love seeing everybody from all over the place. Well, cool. All right. So we are going to get started because we, as this class suggests, this is a lunch and learn. So this is a 30-ton to cover. So if you have a journal, go ahead and take it out. This is one of my favorites. I actually got this at Target. I don't know how much it was. Target is a local kind of big box store here in the United States. I don't know if they're overseas. Here's another one of my journals, another just plain notebook. I'm a big fan of just plain notebooks. And then here's kind of a fancy journal that I got from my best friend, Shakti. So journaling. Well, actually, okay, so I first start into all the content because we have a ton to cover. So let's close our eyes, let out all your air. Take a deep, deep belly breath in. And hold it and exhale. Take another deep, deep belly breath in. Allowing your belly to rise and chest to rise. And exhale. Take one last breath in as we call all of our guides and guardians to be with us in this sacred space today. And as you exhale, open your eyes. All right, so now that we've set the stage, now journaling is powerful. It's so powerful. And journaling can actually be one of the most powerful tools that there is to break old past blocks that might be holding you back, and also to bring in and manifest what it is that you know you deserve and what you want in your life. So during this short time together, we're going to be looking at some really powerful healing aspects of journaling. We're going to be looking at some of the benefits of journaling and how it really is an art form. And then we're also going to be learning how you can use it for manifesting, which is really, really huge. So journaling. Journaling, in my opinion and in my experience, it's really the art of moving energy out of our bodies with pen and paper or paint or crayon or canvas or any other medium. It's really allowing us to translate out the feeling and the emotion and the energies from our physical body out into the real world. Now, one of the things that happens if you are to, and you take your pen, and yes, this pen has my face on it. This is some of the swag that I have for my business. And you think about something that you want to write about, or let's just say that you're thinking about your day. It's 10 o'clock at night and you're sitting down, getting ready to go to bed, and you're like, all right, I'm going to reflect and write about my day. So what you do is you feel and remember your day, and then you transfer it to paper. So what it is that you're feeling and put it on paper. And then when you're done putting it on paper, some people read it, some people don't read it. But the translation can differ and vary based on who you think may or may not read it. If you know nobody's going to read it, your journaling is very different than if you have a suspicion that somebody may or may not be reading your journal. If you know that you're writing it with the intention of having people find it after you've passed away, again, that's going to influence how you journal and how you actually write and hear the energy and how you translate it out onto paper. So journaling is really powerful if you give yourself permission to uncensor, to not even censor yourself, to just be real and be raw. And if you feel someone may read it and you don't like that, you can actually have an online journal. There's a resource that I'll give you at the very end. Well, it's actually called Write Room. It's an app, and you can lock it on your computer so that no one can get in. It is password protected. So there's a lot of ways that the feeling, what if somebody reads this? What if somebody doesn't? We're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. So why do people journal? Well, I just kind of shared with you a little bit about it, but a lot of people journal because they want to log the daily activities or the daily happenings. And, oh, this is what happened. I did this. I actually have a journal from one of my ancestors back in the day, and they talked about went to store, bought and tobacco and flour and sugar, wrote each of them, and then went home and gave Buddy a bath, which is their dog, baked 3 loaves of bread, made some beef stew for dinner, and then they did something else and then went to bed. It was a good day. And I was like, oh my God. And so that's kind of like logging in what it is that they did for that day, you know. Another thing that you can use journaling for is to process challenging events or emotions. And again, when you allow yourself to feel the emotion and translate it and get it out, you're allowing yourself to process it. And when you're back, you're reading translation, which is really, really powerful. And it can be a very healing tool. Another thing is you can use it to dream of a better future. And this is how we're going to actually focus on it today in just a little bit. Another thing, which we just kind of talked about, hashing out a problem. And many times, especially those of us who like to just talk out our stuff, but you have something that you may not feel comfortable talking about yet, you can just hash it out on paper. You can say, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Boom, boom, boom. And you get it all out. And then you allow yourself to just uncensored, and then you can, or shred it. But allowing yourself to hash it out and get it out is very therapeutic. Another thing is to capture a story when you want to remember it. I know I recently looked at some journals that I wrote to my kids. It's actually kind of letters to them in this notebook. And I was reading some the other day and I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. And so the beautiful thing about capturing these stories is that you write them very shortly after they happen. So you capture things that had happened during that particular event. And so you can remember for later on and just laugh about it or just really allow yourself to be in that energy again. And then another thing is you know, self-reflection is you can say, hey, you know, this is today, this is what happened, this is this relationship or this event or this event. And you allow yourself to really reflect on what happened or what may or may not have happened, and allow yourself to really reflect on how you truly feel about certain things. Now, some of the benefits of journaling is ridiculously amazing. You can see the situation. You can really allow yourself to get so much more clear and so much more clarity about something in your life. Another thing is that when you're journaling, you notice that you allow yourself to get closer to the truth of the situation. You allow yourself to really start to kind of slough off all of the ego bits, and you start to really see what the situation is. It can also give you a third-person perspective, which is huge, 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 huge. The other day I did a video on my Facebook page, and I actually lost 2 paying clients because of it, because I ruffled some feathers. And the video was basically about how you need to get over yourself. And that's not just for you all, it's for me too. When we feel that we're offended and we feel that we're triggered, that's our clue to get over ourselves. That's our clue to look at what we're missing. And this is how healing can help us, is we can get it all out, and then we can take a step back, and then we can read our translation outside of ego and see maybe where we need to work on, or what we can be doing a little bit differently. Another benefit is that it's a great problem-solving tool, and it allows us to really see how we can resist and find this a little bit more quickly. Writing actually engages both sides of the brain, which is really, really exciting, and that's one of the reasons why journaling is so really vitally important for manifesting, is because it integrates both sides of the brain into that particular thing that we want, and really meshes it into our energetic bodies, and it really fully becomes integrated into our mind. And it also helps us with greater problem-solving skills, because ourselves to feel it, hear it, sense it, see it within, and translate it out, which is, again, one of the biggest benefits that we can do. Now, there's a ton of health benefits that go along with journaling, and then I'm going to share with you some journaling techniques, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to journal to manifest. So some of the health benefits of journaling is that you have lower stress rates, and you have much easier times processing event, holding it in. Yes, you have an easier time with your cognitive function because you're not holding it in. You're allowing yourself to move through that energy. You're allowing it to get out, and you're allowing yourself to process it. And because of the lower stress levels, that also strengthens your immune system and decreases symptoms of physical illnesses. Again, because you're moving out the energy. You're not energetically constipated, you know. And then another thing is that you get to know much better if you weren't to take the time to journal. Now, some people do not like putting pen to paper. They do not like sitting there going, all right, I'm just going to sit here for 20 minutes and write and write, 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 write. I used to be one of those people. But what I discovered is that there's a lot of different ways that you can journal. You can put pen to paper. You can put color crayons to paper. You can put canvas to paint. You can put canvas and paint and other materials on something else, you know. You can do songwriting. You can do lyric writing. You can do letter writing. You can make music. You can allow yourself to be creative. Many times, especially if you know, you're an artist, you can think about a event or a journey, and you can say, okay, how can I journal about this in a non-traditional way? And you can say, all right, so I just went to the beach and I had an amazing time, and I want to journal about it on canvas. And so you can bring up the energies and translate the energies that you're feeling onto canvas. And that is a journal entry, aka that photograph, or no, okay, not photo, but the canvas creation that only able to essence of it. You can also dance. You can also sing. You can hula hoop. I mean, doing anything with intention will get you that end result, and will allow you to process and move through the energy. Years ago, my oldest son was having a challenging time with his biological father. There was a lot of anger involved. And I told him, I said, you know, you can move this energy out in a way that feels safe for you. And he goes, how? And I said, well, why don't you, with intention, because he has this big drum set. And I said, take your sticks, sit on your throne, which is the seat that's in front of the drum set. And I said, really allow yourself to be very clear on how you feel, and then translate that into the drums. Translate that into each of the drums and the cymbals and all this other stuff, and allow yourself to just get it out. And when you get it out, you're going to be able to hear your feelings and your emotions and that translation of how you feel. And I said, if you break a drum head, that's okay. I'll buy you a new one. He's like, all right. And so for the next 2 hours, he just spent drumming and drumming and drumming and crying, because I could hear him crying and yelling and just getting it out. And then afterwards, he's like, oh, that felt so good, you know. And that's a translation that to anybody has heard music. But for him, he was processing anger. He was processing emotion. And that's what journaling does. Now, when you allow yourself to recognize that journaling can be this powerful tool, not just in your everyday life, but in now and the future, that's something that you will start to, if you haven't already, you're going to start to journal every single day, because you're going to see that you really can work through so much stuff and have wisdom come out of each journaling session. So how do you journal to manifest? It's very simple. Simply take your notebook. I want you all to get out your notebook, okay? And I want you to put the date at the top somehow. So mine has a little, I'll show you. So today is the 19th. So mine has this fabulous little, I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. So mine has this fabulous little bar at the top where you can pick the month, and then you can, or the actual, this is the one that I use. So July 19th is the date of this live recording. So go ahead and put on the top somewhere the date from today so that you can capture this, all right? Now, the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to think about something that you want to manifest in your life. Now, many of you just went through the How to Manifest Like a Boss training on my Facebook page, and that was a free training. And some of you actually took it a step in my manifest program. Now, if you're not in either of those things, that is okay. This is still going to work for you. All right, so think about what it is that you truly want to manifest in your life. And I want you to write that down. Some of you might put money. Some of you might put a spouse or a partner. Some of you might put a bigger house, a smaller house, a different car. But write down what it is that you want to manifest. And I'll give you just a few moments to do that. Okay, so just moments. Now, when you write down and you're very specific about what it is that you want to manifest, this helps you filter out and sharpen your intention and sharpen your vibration. So when we say, I want a car, I want to manifest a car, what happens is all of a sudden all the cars start to gravitate towards you. Not not the trucks, but the cars. Now, if you say, wait, I want a blue Mazda 2-door with a moonroof, oh, okay, so that whittles it out. So now look at what you've written. So you might say money, you might say partner, you might say spouse, whatever. So I want you to whittle that down even more. So okay, let's just say that you put car. Okay, what kind of car? So be very, very specific if you know the make and model, all that stuff. So write down, boom, this is what I want, okay? So this is what I want to manifest. And again, whittle it down to be very specific, even more specific as possible, okay? And this is your intention. And again, when you set your intention with your manifesting and with your journaling, that helps you to bring that into fruition even better, okay? And even more quickly. So I'll give you just a few moments to do that. Okay. So now I want you to write a statement of intention. It is my intention to manifest this car by the 31st of August. Okay, it is now my intention to manifest by one. So get very specific. It is my intention to manifest this particular thing by this particular date. Now, normally in manifesting, we don't look at dates, the when or the how, simply because that's the universe's job. However, I should say, when you do put in a date, that kind of lights a fire under your butt to take those inspired actions. Now, in the 5-day manifesting challenge, we didn't look at the how, we didn't look at the why, or the when. We did look at the why, but allowing yourself to say, all right, by this date, how that feels for you. Some people might feel heavy, some people might feel light. But notice how that feels. Usually when you put a date down, there is that level of anticipatory energy of like, ooh, how is this going to happen? So now that you've said, all right, it's my intention to manifest blank by blank date. Okay, so if I knew, all right, this is for you to write down. If I knew the perfect way to manifest this, I would, ... Okay, fill in the blank. If I knew, I need to write this down because this is not in my notes. If I knew the perfect way to manifest this thing, I would. And then write down any action steps that you feel that you're being guided to take. So let's just say that you want to manifest a car by the end of, okay, so if I knew the perfect way to manifest this car, I would look online for a car that I want. Narrow down the make and model, the color, the trim, stuff that I want, all the bells. Okay, what else would I do? So that's the second question. What else would I do? Okay, so I'll give you just a few moments to write this down. And I want you to write down this statement. If I knew the perfect way to manifest this thing, I would. I want you to write in the comments what you're being guided to do, what that step is, okay? And I'm actually going to read some for all of you. And this is a great way to begin manifesting because what you're doing is you're actually putting it on paper saying, it's my intention to manifest this by this date. And if I knew the perfect way to manifest this and bring this to me, I would do these actions. Next step. Boom. What else can I do? What's the opportunity here? So really allow yourself to just keep in flow and write it down. So share it in the comments with all of us, what you're being guided to do. If I knew the perfect way to manifest this thing, I would. Okay, so what are the steps? Again, if it's okay, I would go online and start looking for a car. I would go to the dealership and I would start seeing what they have. I would research new vehicles to see which one is the perfect one for me at this time in my life. Okay. So share with us a little bit about what you're getting. And then also, what else would I do? What other steps would you take? And these journaling prompts are going to help you to shift from a place of feeling like, oh, I really wish I could have that, or I wish that I could have that, moving into thating it, okay? And then the next thing that you can write down is the action steps that I'm willing to take today are, and then fill in the blank. The action steps I'm willing to take today are, okay, and then fill that in. I'm actually going to put these in the comments for all of you. Okay, if I knew the perfect way to manifest this thing, I would. I do. The willing to take today are. Okay, so when you go into journaling with the intention of manifesting, the key is, one, get very specific about what it is that you want and state that and name it as your intention. It is my intention that, and I'll actually put this in the comments, it is my intention that I manifest, if I can, by, and then you put that date. Okay, it is my intention that I manifest blank by this date. Okay, and then if I knew the perfect way to manifest this, I would, and then these are going to be your steps. And then what else would I do? The action steps that I'm willing to take today are, and then you can actually take this a step further, and you can allow yourself to write these things as if they've already happened. I'm thankful now that I'm so grateful and thankful. I love riding in my new car. I love my new house. I love the new school district that we're in. I love my new cooler for my drinks that I can take to the beach. I love my new handbag. I love my new case. I got this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm obsessed with this case. This is a safe sleeve case. It protects you from radiation. It's crazy. It's amazing. I actually did a post about it on my Facebook page. I'm that obsessed about it. I actually got cases for my kids, for their iPads, for our, it's crazy. Crazy. So let me hear from you. What have you gotten in your journaling? I want to hear from all of you. Whoops, hang on. I brought up the wrong window. Let me see in the comments what you're being guided, what actions. So I want everyone to write down one action in the comments that you're being guided to take today in your journaling. What action steps am I willing to take today? Group. I'll give you just a few moments. Tasha says, manifest financial freedom. Yes, yes, yes. So what action steps can you take today to start making this happen? And again, this is one of the things. And so most journaling sessions, typically a good one will last about 15 to 30 minutes. So, well, and you can even do it, shorter than that. So talk a lower interest rate. Perfect. You can shop around. There's a lot of places that you can do balance transfers and get a lower interest rate. You can call your local credit union. I actually just did that. I had a couple credit cards that, it had pretty small amounts, but the interest rates were just ridiculous. Like one of them was 22% and they wouldn't lower it. And then I got a call from my credit union and they're like, oh, hey, we noticed you had a couple credit cards. Would you like to consolidate and get like 3% interest? I'm like, yeah. So I consolidated and I'm like, I'm paying them off so fast. Miriam said, send application for a new job. Yay! This shows you the power of journaling, actually sitting down for 5 minutes. If you have something going on, and then you sit down and you just say, the reason why I'm feeling frustrated is, and then ... you fill in the blank. What's one action that I can take today that will help make me feel better? Or what's one action that I can take right now that will help make me feel better? And just let yourself riff. Let yourself just really allow yourself to just be energy, this pen, this paper, this journal, and allow yourself to just be present with you and what's coming through. Tasha said, pay more than the minimum. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the things I always learned from my dad. He's like, never use a credit card. If you do, pay it off within the first couple of months. Always pay double than, like what more, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah. Okay. So this is really, really exciting because I know a lot of you, when you see a shift, when you see these aha moments out on paper, what happens is all of a sudden you start to recognize what actually can happen in your life. It's really freaking exciting. So I have something that I want to share with all of you that I'm really freaking pumped about, okay? I'm really pumped about it, okay? This is a journaling prompt download. This is a PDF download. It's a 5-page PDF download. And all of these are journaling prompts, all right? And all of these prompts have helped me in my life. They've helped me manifest all the stuff that I have. They've helped me manifest better health. They've helped me manifest peace of mind. They've helped me manifest a new dog. Manifest so many. And I want to share this with all of you. This is a bonus that I have for a new program that I'm offering. And it literally just started enrolling today. I had a couple sneak peek people enroll yesterday. 5 places are already taken. This is a very inexpensive class. It's $47. And it's a 15-day journaling experience. So the official name of it is Journal. 15-day journaling experience, your life in every, for badasses only. Now, I put a link on your page so that you can find out more. I don't want you to buy directly from this page. I want you to get in there and I want you to think about it. I want you to read my story about journaling and my experience with journaling. And I want you to read about the different offers, because they have the main offer that you can just get in for $47. That's it. It's a 15-day live class. We start officially July 27th, but we have pre-work. It's the pre-work party on the 24th where you get in, and it's a Facebook Live in our private, and we're going to get in there to shake shit up. It's going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, I am so freaking pumped and so excited about it. And then for 15 days straight, you are going to be with me and we're going to be doing different things, different topics, different subjects, different ways to look at journaling, different ways to look at your life. Here's the outline for the program. And I got to tell you, we look at everything from the real you to power phrases, to fear, to wealth, to fitness, to leveling up, the golden trifecta. We look at self-sabotaging. We look at releasing resistance. We look at, oh my gosh, some really amazing topics. And again, like I said, this is a 15-day experience. Every single day you're going to get either an audio or a live video class or a pre-recorded video class. I've mixed it up because there's some people that like video, there's some people that like audio, and there's some people that, and I'm mixing it that so that you can really feel the power and the expansion that journaling can help you with. And so if you're interested in this program, I want to really invite you to click the link and check it out. And if you choose to enroll, the first 20 people that enroll get a bonus extra live training with myself. Everyone that enrolls gets this bonus PDF that all these journal 5-page prompts that will help you unlock and just massively crack you open to allow you to get so much clarity in your journaling and allow you to manifest really the world of your dreams and the life of your dreams. And so, again, this is an amazing program. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited about it. Like, I was almost in tears yesterday whenever my assistant and I finished the sales page and we kind of sent it out to that. We're like, yay. And I want you to be part of the top 20 because, like I said, the top 20 get that extra bonus training with me. Now, we already have had 5 people sign up, so we only have 15 spots left for the extra bonus trainings. There's also VIP option available because I know a lot of people want that added support. Now, if you want to do VIP, what that's going to get you is private Facebook messaging for the entire duration of the 15-day program and a private session with myself. There is a limited number of, of the VIP. So if you want VIP, get in now before it sells out. I'm only doing 10 VIP spots. So if you want VIP, get in now. That's $197. The regular class is only $47. So there's no excuse for you not to be in this. We also, like I said, have a private Facebook group and page so that we can do these live trainings together. It's really, 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 really powerful. Oh my gosh. Everyone that I've shared the journaling prompts with, they're like, oh my God, there's like $100 journaling prompts. I'm like, I know, this is that epic. So, go ahead and click the link if you are interested in just finding out more about it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below. But for those of you that do have to bounce right now, because as promised, this has been a little bit over 30 minutes, but I want to thank all of you so much for coming to today's Lunch and Learn to find out how you can journal to manifest the life of your dreams and how healing and healthy journey can be. So for those of you that have to leave, it's been swell. It's been awesome. I'm so excited to connect with you. Let me see. Melissa says, I was guided to attend a Codependency Anonymous meeting tomorrow evening. Oh my gosh, Melissa. Those are my peeps. You are going to love Codependency Anonymous. Now, I got to tell you, though, there's a lot of different, okay, there's like so much that I want to say about this. Not all meetings are the same. So that you go to, for you, keep going. But if you feel that it might be a little bit off or you're not quite sure, go a few more times. They always say go about 5 or 6 times before you decide if that's right for you. There's also online, meetings as well. Carol says, thank you. You are very welcome, Carol. So like I said, click the link that I just activated to find out more about it or to sign up. Class officially starts for the journal class on July 27th, but we do have a pre-work party on July 24th, which is next Monday, in our private Facebook group. Now, people who additional bonus, they're going to get that live training with me. So if you're interested, join now so that you can be one of the first 20. I know that we have had 5 people sign up already this morning. And again, there's only 10 VIP spots available. So if you want in for the VIP, sign up now. We actually have a payment plan for the VIP. I think you can get in the VIP for like $57. 4 payments of 57. So if you want, that option, 10 spots for that. Like I said, grab this offer, click the link that's on your screen, join today. But again, thank you all so much for coming to today's free Lunch and Learn class on how to journal. First of all, how to journal, and then how to journal to manifest the life of your dreams. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you have enjoyed everything that you've learned today. And remember to keep using those journaling prompts that I gave you. It's my intention that I manifest blank. And if I knew this thing, I would ... What else? ... The action steps that I'm willing to take today are, and allow us write it out and then get very clear. And like I said, when you're doing this, you're feeling that energy and that emotion inside, and you're translating it out onto paper. And when you translate it out onto paper, again, based on who you think may or may not read it, whether now or in the future, that kind of hinders your progress. And so really allow yourself to journal uncensored. Don't censor yourself while you're doing this process, and you're going to start to see massive results, right? This is the same process I use every single time I want to manifest something in my life, all right? Yay! All right, I love you all, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the journaling program. Love you all. Bye.